Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy that you chose to join me. Thank you so much. You are always welcome here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for the comments. I appreciate it. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. I really do. Had a good day today. Had to go out and do some little errands. But how was your day? I want to know about your day. What kind of day did you have today? Tell me in the comments. I want to hear about it. I want to know. Let's start our discussion. Let's talk about it. Let's talk, because you just maybe can help somebody else who come by and just reading along. And you never know, what we say could be a blessing to others. So it is okay. It is okay. But I appreciate you joining. But I went to town today and had to do a few errands and saw some good little items that I wanted to purchase. And it's amazing how sometimes when you go to places on certain days, when you find the best bargains or you find things plentiful. And if you just would have waited just one more day, then it wouldn't have been there. But I was able to get some things and pick up some items. I had all my grandbabies with me. They were so sweet inside of the store. Happy about that, because most of the time it doesn't always work out that way. I guess it all depends on what kind of mood that they be in as well. But anyway, it went great today. Find out that some of our dollar store had a really good sale as well. So wow, I love it. Didn't get a chance to go in there. Just with all this stuff going about, I try to limit where I go, and I only get out to when I'm in need, when I need something, and most of the time I'm just home. But when I was in town, this came to my mind to mention about summer. Especially if you have kids or grandkids. I just wanted to talk on that for a minute. Please listen very, very carefully, because it's not that you probably don't know, but this is just what I felt to mention about summer. A lot of times we know that all children don't have curfews or times to be in, or limited to where they can go. Some kids are able to, if they're in their neighborhood, they're able to just ride and go and do however they feel. But I just want to ask all parents and grandparents and guardians, or whoever you may be, if you have to babysit or watch over kids or have kids, you all please keep them safe. Watch over them. Try to be careful about where they go and what they do, because we have a lot of people that lurks in neighborhoods or in certain areas for our kids, and we just need to be careful to watch over them and take care of them. It's up to us to make sure that we keep them safe and watch over them. And especially whenever they're on their bikes or their hoverboards, if that's what they're called, or skateboards, if they're on other things and they're going out, make sure that they're watching out for vehicles. Some kids don't do that. I can come through the neighborhood sometime and you got somebody that's going out and in. It's like they're just barely trying to stop before they come out in front of you, or trick you when they get to the end of their driveway, zooming around. And honey, you don't never know what people have on their minds whenever they're driving. You never know. So please just make sure that they're safe. and teach them how to be safe and to watch out. Because, I mean, anything can happen at any time, even if they have company, not cousins, or they go. Sometimes our kids go and they visit family members, or family members come over, or some kids go out of town to visit other family members and spend time with family. Just even tell them, watch out for them, be careful. Because a lot of times we think that people um, know. Sometimes they get accustomed because the person comes to them yearly or year round. And sometimes people don't always remember, or there may be something that you need to say because of an incident or whatever that happened at your house or almost happened at your house. Just let them know so everybody have a heads up. We always want our children to be safe. Always, always. And I say that to say this because when I was 7 years old, I was crossing the street with my cousins who they ran across the street. I waited, trying to cross over the street. To me, it looked clear. Started walking across the street, and out of nowhere, car came and hit me. I saw the car go over me, but it felt like I was in a bubble. And eventually I was able to get up, and my cousins, I could just hear screaming. The screaming wasn't as loud because I guess for me hitting the asphalt, it just kind of like had me in a bubble. I'm just so grateful. I got up and I walked inside the house, and I had a headache, and I put my hand behind my head, and I had busted my head. My head was bleeding, and my cousins were screaming. My auntie was watching out for me that day because my mom and dad had just got back into town, and we went to visit them because I had missed seeing my cousins because my mom and dad had gone to Florida, and I was here. I was at home with my grandma, and I had left my grandmama's and went to my aunt so I can see everybody. And she jumped up, grabbed a beach towel, put it to the back of my head, and off we flew to the hospital. And I'm really blessed to be here. There are people who have injured their heads and didn't even wake up. And there are people who, it's I'm just so grateful. I am blessed to be here. So once I got to the hospital, they checked me out. I had some scrapes and stuff on my arms, and the doctor came in and assessed me, and I ended up having to get stitches in the back of my head, and they just cleaned up my arms and stuff. And I was just looking around because I was so young, and they got everything finished, and they wheel you out from one room to another. And I just happened to glance up, and it seemed like everybody in my family was there, like my grandparents, my mom, and my dad. And if there was somebody else, they must have been behind. But it was like, wow, everybody came out to check on me. But I'm pretty sure that they were terrified because that would terrify me if I'm having to rush out because someone's saying that somebody got hit by a car. The first thing that come in your mind is, are they okay? What happened? What did they walk out in front of the car? You be wanting to know what's going on. So please watch over your babies and keep them safe, because a lot of times they don't really see hurt, harm, or danger. They just out trying to have a good time. They're trying to play. School is out. They're trying to enjoy themselves. So watch over them. They got to have someone to have their best interests at heart and to watch over them and just keep them safe. And even if you have they go out for swimming, like my grandkids used to go to the pool a lot during the summer before we got one in the backyard. And you really have to watch over them and keep them safe even in that area too, because it's just difficult sometimes. It's just difficult. So we just have to make sure that everybody be safe, especially safe around the water. And like for my pool out back, some people have fencing, and I have a huge ladder that has a safety guide on it that you can't climb up when it's pulled down, and you can lock it in place. No one can climb up to get inside of the water. So let's please watch out for our kids, excuse me, around pools, swimming in water, and even in some of their regular activities to make sure that they stay safe. Just sit them down and talk to them if they don't know, and just set guidelines and rules and hold them accountable if they're old enough to follow those rules for safety. I don't know if the kids wear helmets whenever they are on their bikes or hoverboards, but that is a safe thing for them to do to protect their head and stuff from injuries. So we're going to think safety. If you got little ones, let's go back to the pool for the little ones to wear the little floaty devices. They got some made like the little bodysuits that they put their arms in, and it snaps around their back. And when they get in the pool, they'll float if they got one. They'll float. It'll keep they have to use their head and keep their heads up. They can't flop their heads down. They keep their heads up, and they can use that to keep them safe. Both of my grandkids have one, and they think they're swimming. They put it on, start kicking their feet, and they move right on across the pool, and they think that they're swimming. But I always let them know, it's your floaty. If you jump in here without your floaty, you're going to go straight to the bottom. So keep your floaty on. This was a year that I felt like that they were old enough for swim lessons. But COVID hit, everything has shut down all at once, and it's slowly reopening. Maybe they will reopen, but this won't be the year probably that we do swimming. Maybe we'll look at it for next year, if hopefully things will be better, but definitely won't have them out and about just for swimming lessons. I only take them out when things are necessary, because we're trying to take our precautions and just be safe. So, and it's just important. It is just safety is a key issue, and it is important. Please make sure that you keep all fire hazard items out of kids' sight, because mischief starts during the summertime, whenever they really have nothing to do and they're at home, and especially during this time, because a lot of parents are at home and a lot of people are not doing their regular, like us, vacation. So they can be a little mischief. So just make sure that you do everything possible to keep them safe and to keep things out of their reach. And also, if you're like me, I like to spray around to keep like wasp and stuff away, keeping everything clean. Make sure that those type of sprays are put away. I like to spray around to keep the outside bugs. You got a lot of outside bugs away from the perimeter of my home. So I have a special spray that I go around and spray around my house, and it's like a barrier that helps protect the house and stuff. Keep all that stuff put away from kids. And pool supplies. Make sure that you keep that stuff put away too, because I keep mine up in my garage. I have shelving, and I put that up on a top shelf that the little ones can't reach it, because that stuff can be very, very dangerous. They'll see you grabbing it, you know how children are, and think that it's okay, but we know it's not. So make sure you think safety. Everything that you got, that can be a danger or hazard to a child, please think safety when you putting everything away. Please, let's keep our babies safe and let's keep them protected. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it. I really hope that something that I said has helped someone. I really do. But thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit your notification bell so that you won't miss a single video. I love having you here. Come on back. Come on back every day. Give me something in the comments so we can talk about it. Let me get to know you. When you write and you put something in the comments, tell me about your day, I feel like we're connecting. That's a connection and we can get to know each other. I want to get to know all of you and I appreciate it. So comment. Go on down and comment and tell me about your day. Or any experiences, anything that you've been through you want to share. Tell me about your day. Tell me about your experience or tell me about your life, something that has happened to you that you would love to share. And always feel free to share. Share the video. You never know who you may bless. Share the video right on out. And I thank you in advance for it. Before I go, I'm going to talk about my eyes because my daughter said, Mama, your eyes look closed. I am so sorry, you all. If I stretch them like this, I'm scared I may scare somebody. It's not something that I'm doing. I've been like this all my life. I'm thinking that my eyes, when I'm looking, I feel like my eyes are wide open, but they're not. They don't be wide open. I'm not sleepy or anything. There's nothing wrong. It's just how my eyes are. My eyes are just like this. So I just thank you anyway. Always remember to stay encouraged and blessed. Don't let nobody take your joy away. Nobody. And remember, talk, release, and let go. You don't want to go back and pick it up. Let it go so that you will feel better and get the weight off of you. Until my next video, you all take care and know that you are special to me.